Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to give you guys our embryo update and let you guys know that tomorrow's video will be the video that explains what happened after our egg retrieval. That pretty much was awful and is the reason I got hospitalized. I keep getting that question, but tomorrow the video for that will be out. I wanted to put this one out first because I wanted to let you guys know as soon as I found out about our embryos. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Anna and my husband and I are trying to conceive our second child together. We are doing IVF and we are 6 days past our egg retrieval today and found out how many embryos we had left to freeze. So if you are interested in following our journey, hit the subscribe button and let's go ahead and get into this video. So a lot of you were kind of like asking for an update and I just want to say that my clinic's a little bit different than others. A lot of clinics, when you do IVF, they will call you throughout the 5-day period and let you know on day 3 like how you're looking, and then day 5 how you're looking, and then day 6 how many you have to freeze. My clinic does not disturb the embryos until day 5. So they didn't even see them until yesterday. And then they called today to let me know how many we had left to freeze. And I'm not gonna lie, this is like it was a very difficult day for me because I looked forward to this day from the start of IVF. I really wanted to be like, you know, how many of these embryos are we gonna have to freeze? And it's a very just stressful process. Like, it's a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. In hindsight, it looks stressful and it seems stressful, but actually being in it, it's a whole different world of stress that I am just not used to. So we started out with 29 eggs retrieved. Of those, 26 were mature and 21 fertilized. Statistically, we should have had about 8 to 9 embryos. That would be like what you should get out of that. I'm going off of different websites' data. Of course, I was looking it up to see like how many we would have. And I thought like for sure 6 would be how many we would have. That's just kind of what I had in my head for some reason. And the whole thing with IVF is you can't do that to yourself. You just can't do that, because in my case, it will leave you devastated like it did me today. I am absolutely shocked and devastated by the number of embryos that we have. It was a very tough phone call because when it came, I was so excited and I answered the phone so fast and I sat around all morning for this phone call. When I answered, the embryologist was like, okay, I'm staring at 3 perfect embryos. And at first I honestly thought that she had called the wrong person. And I'm like, okay, so you have 3 excellent ones, like how are the rest of them? Assuming that I would have more than that. And she said, you know, I honestly was expecting a lot more from your eggs, but there's never really the right answer to tell you why they didn't make it. It could be a combination of things. It could be that I was overstimulated by the medication, like they did too much, or that the sperm didn't do what it was supposed to do, or it wasn't a good combination. And I was just stunned. I was just absolutely stunned, shocked, cried. Like, I feel like I'm gonna cry right now. I had to call my husband, who's not even here. He's out of town, and tell him that we only had 3 embryos. I was just devastated. And I know that some of you guys are gonna be like, well, why are you so upset you have 3 embryos? I guess, honestly, I'm not complaining. I'm just very shocked. And when you expect one thing and get another, it's very kind of disheartening. And altogether, this whole past 7 days have been very hard on me, just emotionally and physically especially. The egg retrieval for me was very traumatic. Like, the afterwards was very traumatic to me. And again, you guys will find out tomorrow exactly what happened. But it's just been like a very hard week. And to go through all of what I went through after that process, thinking that for sure it was going to be worth it. Like, I just don't feel like 3 embryos makes it worth it. The good news is for our 3 embryos is that every single one of them, all 3 of them, are the highest quality you can get. So they are the grade 4AA. So 4AA and 5AA are like the top 2 grade embryos. It's like the best that you can get. If you're wondering, the number is graded from a 1 to 5. It describes the fragmentation, like how well the cells are like doubling, growing, recreating. So 5 being the highest of that scale. And then the AA, one of the letters is in regards to the baby, one's in regards to the placenta. So both grade A, which is amazing. I guess for only having 3 embryos, it's the best case scenario. And yeah, so please don't think that I'm being ungrateful. It's just kind of like a hard pill to swallow when after going through what I went through, and especially having so many eggs. I was told by the nurses that I would have a great number of embryos, and you just expect that when you have so many eggs fertilized. So the embryologist, when she hung up with me, I was just like in a complete like state of like devastation. Like it was just kind of like the final straw that like broke me pretty much. I called my husband and I was like absolutely hysterical, and he was really upset because he wasn't expecting that low of a number. But now that I've had like the day to process it, like I'm just gonna try to be grateful that they are the best quality and that we do have 3 chances. We still plan on transferring 2 embryos with our frozen cycle, and that cycle has actually started, by the way. So I will give you guys a video on that and what that entails whenever I know more. But we've decided that we are going to transfer 2, and if that fails, we will transfer the last one. I'm not 100% sure where we would go after that. I've been very clear that I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do stimulation again after what I went through. I might change my mind at this point now, because I said that thinking that I for sure wouldn't have to do this again. And now I'm just very unsure. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. I just wanted to update you guys. I know a lot of you were like DMing me, asking me, and you were getting really excited, and honestly, like, thank you for like reaching out to me and telling me that you were thinking about us or praying about us, because it really means a lot to me to have this support from you guys, especially after this just like hell of a week that I've been through. And I guess I'm just lucky to have any embryos at all. I guess I'm just need to be thankful, because I've heard of people getting nothing. So even though I'm just still a little bit overwhelmed, I'm still just trying to accept the fact that we have only 3. I'm just gonna pray over these 3 embryos and hope that the first transfer is successful, whether it be with one or both of them. So that's all for this video, you guys. I will see you guys in my next one. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, that's where I do some of my updates. So please follow me on Instagram to get updates there. And subscribe if you want to continue following us on this emotional roller coaster of an IVF journey. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.